Hi guys, greetings to you all, and once again you are welcomed onto the Stretford Africa channel. And today in this video we shall be reacting to the game we played yesterday in the Premier League against Brighton. So Manchester United came out of that game with a 2-goal lead and with all 3 points. So please get into the comment section, let me know your thoughts on the game, and please subscribe to the channel if you are new. Yes, it's been a while since we've come back, or we've come here to do this show with this sort of a winning feeling. You understand? Yes, I think it's been a while since we've had this winning feeling. So let me know your thoughts about the game and all the things that is happening around Man United right now, and let's get interactive. But please pardon my voice. I am suffering a little bit from a cold, and that has made me lose my voice a bit. But still, I will still manage and bring you your match reaction video. So let's get straight into it. Yesterday, the positive that I saw was not that much. There was still a lot of negative that was on display yesterday, and I would like to just touch on a few of the positive things, and then we go deep into the other issues that is worrying to see. Yeah, so the results was good. Obviously, yes, it was very good and important that we got that win, because it's been a while since we won a game, even in all competition. So it was important that we got that win, and with all 3 points now, we are now back on 4th place, 2 points ahead of West Ham, and the likes of Arsenal and Tottenham all are now behind us now, even though they have some games in hand. Yes, so now the top 4 race is just a funny one. No matter how shit Man United come out and play, the other teams who are also in contention wants to show that they also don't want the 4th place. You understand? Yes. So Tottenham has been losing. They've lost like 3 games in a row now. So even their games in hand, I don't see how much that will help them. And Arsenal also have about 3 games on us, and I don't really care about those games because they play against Chelsea, Liverpool, and Tottenham Hotspur. So the only winnable game amongst those 3 for Arsenal is the Spurs game. And with how Spurs has been on a losing streak, I'm not sure they will allow themselves to get beat twice in the league this season by Arsenal. So we are our own obstacle to making top 4. If you can get a little bit of consistency and take our chances, the chances that we create, if you take them, I think we will be fine and we will be able to make top 4. But if you continue to be wasteful in front of goal like that and unable to play a full 90 minutes game, then we shall have our own self to be blamed if come the end of the season we are not in the top 4. You understand? So another positive too is that yesterday Ronaldo's goal drought came to an end. This is the first time in a decade in his career that he's gone about 6 games without scoring a goal. Yesterday he got our first goal, so that has come to an end. So I'm hoping that he will come back and get another scoring streak. And then also yesterday his all-round game was good. The way he linked up play yesterday, even though it's not the top, but it's better than we've seen from him in recent weeks. Yesterday he was not too selfish. He laid the ball around a lot, and even in some instances that he could have shot, he laid it back to Bruno, and Bruno missed another open play again. Yesterday he chipped it back for Sancho, and Sancho missed it. You understand? So I think yesterday he didn't play for himself, and he realized that it's a team game, and he's trying to get back to his best. So I hope this game gives him the confidence that he needs and lift all the spirits in the team, and then they can go on and play good for us. So the negatives too, it has been there. What was the negative in the Burnley game is the same thing we saw yesterday. The negatives in the Southampton game, the negatives in the Middlesbrough game is the same negative that keep on showing itself week in, week out. This Manchester United team, they still can't play a game of football for 90 minutes. You understand? They either will give you a good 30 minutes or a good 45 minutes, and the rest is nothing to write home about. You understand? So it's either they will decide to play well for the first half and then give the game away in the second half, or they will give the opposition a free pass in the first half and then come out later in the second half to try and salvage the game. And that was what happened yesterday. In the first half, United were just shit. We were nowhere near a top team, and Brighton was the best throughout the game. It felt like we were playing against a Manchester City. They bossed the game, they passed us around, They had us deep in our own half, and we couldn't get near them. The way the Brighton players protected the ball, it was amazing. Like, I was sitting there wondering to myself, how they're not even allowing our players even see the ball, not to talk of win it back. So it wasn't surprising to me when in the early stages of the first half, the commentator mentioned that Manchester United didn't win a single tackle in the first half. Can you imagine that? So that was why our first half performance was just lethargic. It was poor. There was no intensity, no aggression, nothing. And then also the few chances that we were able to make in the first half, it came through Brighton's mistakes, and we still couldn't finish them. You understand? So I think the fact that we still can't play a full 90 minutes is still a big worry, and the last will need to try and sort that out. You understand? I don't know whether it's a fitness issue or it's a mental issue. It's something that I still don't understand why. Because they come out and in some patches of the game, they'll show you the quality they have, what they can produce. But the problem is they can't do that for the entirety of the game. You understand? So that is still a very big negative, and they will need to sort that out. And then also, if you check our past 3 games, you realize that the team is becoming very wasteful in front of goal. If you had taken our chances in the first half against Burnley, we would have won that game, no matter how bad we played in the second half. The same way against Southampton, if you had taken our chances in the first half, no matter how bad we played in the second half, we should have gone on and win the game. But because we played well in the first half and then we end up being wasteful, we don't get the amount of goals that we need to be able to help us see out the game. So in the second half, when our levels drop, the opposition team always finds a way to come back into the game. So I think our attackers will have to practice well and do their finishing drills well. Of late, their finishing has been too bad, too poor. You understand? Yes. If you check our XG and our expected goals and the real goals that we've scored, is just alarming. And then also, there's too much laziness and passive play in the team. When we lose the ball, nobody is in a rush to win it back. Nobody doesn't care. We leave people to defend on their own. We don't come together and defend as a team. I've been saying this for a very long time now, and it's still in the team. And then there's a lot of individualism also in our team, especially with the likes of Rashford and Ronaldo and Bruno Dems. They are too eager to score goals, especially Rashford will be shooting from silly angles. But yesterday, I really didn't see a lot of that, because we had one less selfish player on the pitch, because Rashford was on the bench, and I don't think Rangnick should ever pick him ahead of Elanga or even Lingard. Right now, he's struggling, he's not in form, and the young boy has stepped up. He has come into the team, and he's doing the basic things well. He's tracking back well. When he has the ball, he's driving out opposition, passing it up, moving to receive it again. That's what Rashford should do. He should keep his game simple. Play his crosses well and stop trying to score from silly angles. So I think Anthony Elanga yesterday was good again, and Jadon Sancho also continued on his improved form. And the way we defend as a team, even our individual battles, we don't win them well. We are too passive when we lose the ball. I was embarrassed when I heard what the Southampton manager came out the other day after our game saying, if I am a player in that team, that should really hurt my confidence or like my pride. Basically saying our players don't work hard enough, they don't care enough. When they lose the ball, the reverse GS is not the best from all of them. It means some people don't do the basic stuff well. And the man said that's not a secret. It is something everybody knows. So his team really did exploit that. And yesterday it was the same thing in the first half. Our midfield was non-existent, and all of that. So I think when Pogba came on, even though they were a man down by then, but we were able to keep the ball better, and his passes was good. We passed it around better. So that has been my match reaction, and I think the players really need to up their game. The way they behave as if they don't care about what is happening, it is hurting us, the fans. Because from what the Southampton manager said, they should have used that as a motivation to show the world that they are not lazy. And even I just saw a video on Twitter where the former Man City player, their fullback, Mika Richards, was asking our former goalkeeper, Peter Schmeichel, that he should be honest with him. Does he think United can win the Champions League? And then the man kept quiet for some time and responded yes. When he said yes, the moment he said yes, all the people in the studio, they just burst into a big laughter. So United have now turned into a laughing stock, you understand? So if the players see this video, it should really hurt them, and they should come out to prove a point. But I don't think they care that much. Even if they see the video, I believe they will join in the laughter and laugh. They don't care at all. If they really cared, these are the things that should hurt your pride as a footballer, as someone who is playing to win stuff. When people are beginning to undermine your work rate, they are beginning to undermine your commitment, they are beginning to undermine your desire, these things should hurt your pride and bring out the best in you. But for the entirety of this season, you've seen that nothing can get a reaction from this team. Even every team, when they sack a manager and bring in a new one, they get a manager bounce. This team couldn't even get us a manager bounce. Their new manager bounce lasted for about 30 minutes against Crystal Palace in his first game. So I really don't know where they will get their motivation from. And I think from now on, we have to put on a consistent performance, get consistent positive results, and finish in the top 4. We should go in and beat Leeds this weekend, beat Watford our next game, and then see where we are before we move into the tougher fixtures. You understand? So please let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and subscribe if you are new. Until we meet again next time, have a nice time to you all. Bye bye.